What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper, and
our sixth and final Girls' Generation episode after I planned for it to only be 3. So here we are.
Doubled it up.
It's the beginning of October. Getting real close to Halloween time.
My gosh, it is October. Crazy. We're like a week in already.
Next thing you know, we're going to be doing our top 5 favorite songs of the year.
Well,
I guess
we're top 10 time. I've actually been thinking about that lately.
I have 2. I've been trying to narrow down my list.
I feel like I don't know. Like, I'm not like super set on anything quite yet, but I feel like my list before is going to have some shakeups.
Yeah, I feel like it's different.
I feel like in the past, I've kind of been, at least for like top ones, I'm like, yeah, this one's pretty up here still or close or whatever. I feel like this year, we could have a lot of shakeup in the top 10.
I can tell you right now, I've been thinking about it, that my number one song is not my number one song that it was.
Oh, same.
It's
That's a little spoiler. My number one song, yeah, there's some songs that I ranked pretty high. I do not think will be ranked high. Some may even fall out of the top 10 because we've had a lot of good music and
there's still a lot more songs.
There's still a lot to go, and it's just been a year like that. I was
thinking about how it's crazy how like every year I'm like, man, there's just not that many quality songs out right now. You know, it might be a down year, and then we get to like this point. I'm like, I don't even think the songs are in my top 10.
Dude,
in the middle of the year are gonna make it into the year.
I feel like this year has been really strong, especially for the girls. We've had a lot of good music.
Actually,
and then
there's a lot of boy group songs on my top 10 list.
That's pretty good.
There's a lot of really good boy group songs that came out this year.
There's some I can think of at the top of my head, but I mean, again, I always go back and try and like listen to some playlists of the songs that came out just to like make sure.
I do have a whole playlist of songs that I keep, and it's like the top songs. And if there's like a song, if I'm listening to it, it pops up, and I know it's not going to be on there, I just delete it off there, so it just makes it easier for later.
Yeah.
But
yeah, stay tuned for that because we're a few months away.
But for the time being, we have 4 more Girls' Generation members to cover to end this series here.
Yes, we do.
This is going to be a little switch up from all our other episodes because there's not very many songs to listen to right now. Which isn't a bad thing, you know?
Yeah,
sometimes it's good to take a break from listening to 25 songs an episode.
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks.
Because, my gosh, it's a lot of episodes. So, to start out, I think we left off with Hyoyeon last week. So this week, we're starting off with Yuri. She is the lead dancer, lead rapper, and sub-vocalist, and she was born December 5th, 1989.
Nice.
So still older than us.
Nice.
She's part of the subunit OGG. She's also continuing the trend of having older siblings because she has an older brother.
Wow.
She was also cast
getting a little weird
during the 2001 SM First Annual Youth Best Contest, finishing in second place for Best Dancer.
Man.
I wonder who she lost to. That's a real question.
That's a good question.
Like, if she finished second, who finished first?
I don't know. Has to be some legend.
She's also said, I don't know who voted on this, but, you know, K-Pop Profiles had this on there, so I had to go with it.
It's true.
She's said to have the best body in SNSD.
Okay.
Don't know how you know that.
Thank you.
Or who voted on that.
Thank you, K-Pop Profiles.
She can play the violin.
Whoa.
Kind of the same.
Okay. It's an instrument.
And she knows ballet. She's also was in a relationship with baseball player Oh Sang-hwan.
Nice.
Branching out of
I know. I feel like we don't
the entertainment industry to athletes.
Exactly.
She also collects Mickey Mouse items, and she likes anime and manga, especially Crayon Shin-chan, much like every idol.
Oh, she's a Disney adult. Sick.
She has appeared in several dramas like Unstoppable Marriage, Fashion King, Kill Me, Heal Me. That seems kind of crazy.
That sounds wild. Local
Hero, Gawk, Starry Night, Defendant, Janggoom, Oh My Grandma. Okay, I'm not sure what that would be. I don't know if she's like the person who has the grandma or she is the grandma.
Is she the grandma, I hope?
The Sound of Your Heart reboot. Okay. Bosom, Steal the Fate, Racket Boys, and Good Job. She also acted in a movie called No Breathing.
So she's quite the actress.
She is quite the actress. She also, like a lot of the other members, had an SM Station song, and it was titled Secret, but we're not going to listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, we are going to listen to her solo debut mini-album called The First Scene with a song called Into You from October 4th, 2018.
Okay.
I also had no idea she had solo music, so I've never heard this.
I wasn't sure, but it instantly does not sound
I just
too
want
bad.
to, I just want to rank everybody based off the video quality, from Taeyeon being top and Tiffany being the lowest.
Yeah, I think this one already beat Tiffany.
I think that too. Look at these bell-bottom pants. Okay, stylist, I see you. They must have heard about the vote that she had the best body in SNSD.
I know, they must have been the people.
Maybe
voting
they're the
for
ones
it.
that voted. I don't know.
I feel like it's hard to vote, quote unquote, best body when everyone's gorgeous. Like,
This reminds me of something, but I don't know what. I feel like it's every song we've listened
I
to.
was gonna say, I feel like you say that a lot, but you know what? You're usually spot on.
Maybe that's how they get such famous songs. They just, get inspired by other songs that are
That's
already
what I would
famous. It's like kind of hard to miss when you've already made all your shots.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely.
It's okay. I thought it was gonna be a ballad.
I did too,
so
actually.
I don't know why. I just thought it was gonna be a ballad.
I will say on the best body thing, there was a thing we watched, and it was like a vlog for when they came back for Forever One, and she was like flexing and doing like her poses for like a
Yeah, she's like muscular.
bodybuilding. She's like super muscular,
Maybe
and like
that's
just
what they
really
meant.
toned.
Maybe that's what they mean when they say best body.
And it
It's
seems like also back in 2014, it was a lot of the same. So
body or bodybuilding.
yeah.
Well, it's like, what did you say it last year that DJ Hyo was like voted the least attractive one?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
wow, this is just rude.
I'm not really sure who voted for that, but I mean,
Just a bunch of cowards.
apparently. Are bell bottoms making a comeback in 2014?
Honestly,
I do know she's also very popular because of her acting.
yeah, she must be a pretty good actress. She has a lot of jobs.
Man,
I'd say this is a step above Tiffany's, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a step.
I don't either. I mean, at least there's a little CGI going on.
There's a
there.
little bit going on, a little bit.
This like weird, like foggy.
It's like the whole thing's
Dense
in a
smoke, isn't it?
filter.
Yeah, it's like they tried to make it smoky, but instead of actually making it smoky,
It's
they
just
just like
kind
put a
of
weird
just everything's blurry a
filter
little
on
bit.
it. But yeah, there is some CGI in this one, so I mean,
Really not too bad.
not the worst. All right,
Good job, Yuri.
so that is her one solo song that she had from an actual album that she made.
They're like, yeah, we'll just do this and see what happens.
But as you can see, like we said last week, a lot more acting in this week's episode. Because then we have Soo Young. She's a lead dancer, lead rapper, and sub-vocal who was born February 10th, 1990. She also has an older sister who's a musical theater actress.
Okay.
So another one of them who has
Just
an older sister.
runs in the family.
Soo Young's grandfather is the owner of a famous architectural company that was constructed to build the famous Seoul Art Center, and her father is the president of a trading company.
Sounds
So
like
really what I'm
she's-
hearing, I was like, so really what I'm hearing is she's never struggled her
I was
entire
gonna
life.
say she sounds loaded, and that like, why wouldn't she be an idol?
I don't know. She was cast in the 2000 SM Open audition, right? So that's cool. There you go. She can play the piano.
There we go.
She's also fluent in Japanese. She also feels like she's not beautiful, and the only people who like her are the Ajasi fans, so the older men. Sure.
Is it?
Which, I mean, doesn't count because she's older than we are, so.
But do they usually like least attractive people or something? Is that like a thing? I don't. I mean, good
I don't
for
really
them.
know. I'm not sure where she's going
I don't
with
really. Yeah, I don't really know what that means. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, I don't know. I guess the older guys like the uglier people.
I don't know. Got me. She's also the tallest member of the group at 5'8". It's pretty tall.
That seems like they're. I don't know.
She's also a huge fan of baseball, and despite her tough image, she is said to be the one who cries the most easily out of all the members.
Interesting.
Also, Soo Young literally means swimming in Korean.
Okay, cool.
So her name is Swimming. She also appeared in dramas like Unstoppable Marriage, Oh My Lady, Gentleman's Dignity, The Third Hospital.
We love the first two.
What about the first two?
Who can't forget the first two?
Dating Agency Serrano, The Spring Day of My Life, 38 Task Force, Polyclinic Doctor. I'm imagining all these doctor ones are just like the soap operas, like Days of Our Lives that we have.
There's like slap people, like yell and slap people. Get yourself
Another
together.
one was called So I Married an Anti-Fan, Move to Heaven, Uncle, and If You Wish Upon Me.
The best part about the Korean, which I mean, I
You
guess
did
you
the
could say
wildest
that
titles
they
for
just have
stuff.
titles that I'm like, I have zero idea what that is.
It could literally
It
be,
could be
anything.
anything.
It could be anything.
Which I mean, I guess like that's kind of like most, but theirs are like no idea.
I don't know.
Like, is this a funny show? Happy, sad? It could be anything.
The Spring Day of My Life. That seems like it could be a really upbeat, happy
Like that
thing.
sounds like a love one.
Or if it seems like she got killed when she was a kid and now she's like a ghost apparition
I-
haunting somebody.
It could be. I don't know. Like, I don't. It's just they're always really tough to judge.
What we should have done was just go through all of their things and then look them up and guess what they were.
Yeah, we're actually continuing the series where we're going to watch each drama and have an episode on each one. So,
She's in a relationship with actor Jung Kyung Ho since early 2013.
oh, nice.
So she's actually in a relationship for a while now.
and
It's
they
almost
have
been 10 years.
We all married yet? Goodness.
On
That's a long
October
time.
9th, 2017, she announced that she left SM Entertainment to focus on her acting. And she is signed with the agency Echo Global Group.
Cool.
Never heard of it. I don't know what that is. Then we have another very popular member, Yuna. She's actually one of the only members that I remember knowing from like not actual K-pop
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
She was just kind of, I always saw her face around and stuff. And like, oh yeah, she's from Girls' Generation. I'm like, don't know who Girls' Generation is, but okay.
Yeah.
She's a lead dancer, lead rapper, sub-vocalist, visual, and center. So, she does a
A
lot.
lot of duties.
She was born May 30th, 1990, and she was an OGG. She also has an older sister.
Weird.
She was cast during the 2002 SM Saturday Open casting auditions. So I guess they just have like open tryouts.
Yeah, this is like a
NBA
Saturday
League.
morning at the YMCA in the gym, and they just went and danced to like a song. Like,
I guess.
yep, you made it. I just
She
want to.
speaks.
I want them to have a dance cover of all the older siblings.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Like, let's make a group out of them.
She speaks Korean, Chinese, English, and basic Japanese, which is still 3 more languages than I speak.
That's
so.
pretty cool.
She's also part of a Sochi dance trio. She has the most fans among male celebs, so I don't know why that's worded so weird when I said it in my head.
So
She has the most
male
fans amongst male celebs, so I guess most male celebrities like her.
like her. Okay. Again, not sure how you really count that.
I
But
don't know how you quantify that into a number unless there's like an actual like.
it
don't know.
was like 2 dudes are like, yeah, we're fans. Like, yep, there it is.
She enjoys cooking, and she said she would have become a chef if she wasn't a singer. Yuna claims that she has the most confidence in dancing and acting rather than singing, which makes sense because she went into acting, so I guess that's spot on. She appeared in dramas like 2 Outs in the Ninth Inning. That makes more sense.
Chelsea.
I was like,
I hope it has nothing to do with baseball.
I know.
Is it about the cheerleaders?
Park Jung-kum, Heavenly Beauty. Okay. You Are My Destiny. Cinderella Man. Love Rain. Prime Minister and I. Because It's the First Time. The K2. King Loves. Hush. Big Mouth. King the Land. So, I mean, I guess she's got a bunch of...
No, she really has a lot of jobs.
She's been doing a lot of stuff. It's funny because I know, like, there's some dramas and some shows because I've watched them, and literally all these ones I've named I've never heard of in my entire life.
Yeah.
Or anyone that, like, any of our friends have ever said, I've never heard of these. I don't know what
Right.
these are. I don't know, but she's super famous. Everyone loves her. She also had a relationship with actor Lee Sung-gi. For those of you who don't know, he was also the guy who was...
He was or not the host. He was like the MC guy for. I don't remember which one. Produce 48.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, was it?
Look at this guy.
I was like, it wasn't. It wasn't Girls Planet.
Nope.
And then it was not.
Queendom.
Or
Idol
I was
School.
thinking Idol School, because that was like freaking Heechul and someone else, that one dude. But yeah,
Yeah, good job.
Produce 48, man. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. She also has the nickname CF Queen due to her several television commercials. Although I feel like that term is thrown around quite frequently in this industry.
You've been in a commercial.
It's like if you've been in 2 of them, you're a CF Queen.
You are the CF Queen for fried chicken.
Yep, pretty much. Then we have Soohyun, who is the lead vocalist in the Machne and was born June 28th, 1991, which means every single member of Girls' Generation is older than us.
Clap it up, yeah. Woo!
It was close, because I mean, my birthday is
super. Oh my gosh, like
July
a month.
22nd,
Like
1991, so she's less than a month older
Less
than
than
me.
a month. Crazy. But numbers don't lie.
We got her. She was in the subunit TTS, which means I'm pretty sure that Sooyoung is the only member of Girls' Generation that was not in a subunit. Because she was not in TTS and she wasn't there when they had OGG, so she was not in any subunits.
Yeah.
She doesn't have siblings, so there you go.
Oh my gosh, crazy. That's like the most crazy fact of all. Wow.
So I think only one person had a sibling that was younger than them.
Yeah.
Because they had 2 siblings and one of them was younger than them.
They made one older, yeah.
And then everyone else had like older siblings.
It's so weird.
That's crazy, right?
So like all their parents love them more than their other siblings? Like that has to suck.
I guess.
Why are you not successful?
She was cast during the 2003 SM casting system. She can speak Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and English, and she hates hamburgers. She's also the second tallest member of the group at 5'7". I wonder if this is still legit, or if they retcon this to take it out of the canon so it's not true.
Yeah.
She said her ideal man is Johnny Depp.
Oh. I mean,
he came out to look
yeah,
more innocent than guilty, so I mean, I guess it's not too terrible.
It's not horrible, but that's probably from a while ago. Probably she means Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's what I would have assumed. She was also on We Got Married, which we talked about before, and she was married to CN Blues leader Jung Young-hwa. Good for that guy.
She's married to him?
Well,
We Got Married. I like didn't hear that for a second, and I was like, whoa, I did not know she's married. Crazy.
She also went to the same high school as Yuna, but then later transferred to Taeyeon's alma mater, Jeonju Arts High School.
Really just following the talent.
Dude, you gotta go, follow in the footsteps, the golden trail. She also appeared in dramas like Unstoppable Marriage, Passionate Love, The Producers, Warm and Cozy, Moon Lover Scarlet Heart Rio, Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bakjo,
Oh my gosh, this
Bad
is so
Thief, Good Thief, one of them just called Time,
of course.
Private Lives, Jinxed It First, Bandit, The Sound of the Knife. So
That sounds intense.
So if anyone's heard of any of these, please comment on our YouTube video so you can tell me like if any of them are good or not. Because if you say they're good, we can watch them.
I mean, I totally want to actually watch one. It's just I have no idea where to start or go or who to like watch. You know what I mean? Like I need a recommendation.
She also acted in musicals such as Moon Embracing the Sun and Gone with the Wind.
Okay, know that one. The Korean classic.
And she also acted in the Chinese movie So I Married an Anti-Fan.
That actually sounds like that.
Shout out to that anti-fan.
Yeah, that actually sounds like it's. I kind of want to see what that's about. That sounds.
Because do you know how many actual fans would die for that chance, and you're an anti-fan? Like, come on.
Really lucked into it.
He really did.
I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of want to see what that is because that sounds interesting.
Then on January 2017, she became the 3rd member to release a solo album with her debut extended play titled "Don't Say No," and then the name of her song is also called "Don't Say No."
Interesting. Solid 18 million.
She just like threw some sauce on some ink squid pasta. What a crazy fit.
I just wonder what they're like. You know what? We're just gonna have you release a song. We know you don't really do that, but go for it.
Is this the same road that Red Velvet shot a Bad Boy on?
Gotta be.
They just moved the mountains?
They just move some stuff around.
It has the same type of vibe.
I definitely could see like Red Velvet singing this song.
This is what the whole Bad Boy concept is built around. At least it's not the same type of music video.
It's just like a little scarier.
This definitely sounds like a song I'd hear in like the early 2000s.
It's
pretty good.
It's really not bad for just being kind of like her only. Ooh.
That just sounds like it's making a terrible sound.
Oh gosh. They're eating nuts and bolts.
I know I sound like a broken record right now, but this beat in the background reminds me of something.
Dude.
Like during like the, not the chorus, but as much like the verses, like an old school like early, like 2000s like hip hop R&B kind of song.
Yeah.
This part.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the beat reminds me of something. Well, like I said, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
This is like guaranteed money.
It's really not bad.
So I don't know if that just goes out to the SM Entertainment producers for finding samples of things to use and not credit, or that I've just listened to way too many songs. Ooh, this part's cool.
Yeah, this is dope.
I also read somewhere, probably Reddit thread, they're talking about which members of SNSD were liked each other more than the other members, you know, because I always wonder like which members are closer friends with other members, because you're not all over like best friends with each other. Sometimes, like look at Super Junior, they even said before the personalities don't get along, so they're not super close.
Can't, it's just like it's just with that many people around each other that much, you're not. Everyone's not going to be the best friends with everybody.
But I do know they said that Soyeon's like best friends with like Hyoyeon.
Really?
Yeah. And like Tiffany and Taeyeon are like best friends.
Whoa.
I forgot. I don't know if it's true or not, but I read one of them were saying, I don't know if it was, that's actually a sick song. It's either Yuri or Yuna. I want to say it was Yuri. That she was saying that they're more like co-workers than they are like.
Well, they are.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but she doesn't think of as much as like, oh, like we're really good friends. Like, oh, we're coming to go to work together.
They work.
So I don't remember if it was her or if it was Yuna. I want to say it was Yuri though that said that.
Yeah.
Then on October 2017, she announced that she left SM Entertainment to go focus on acting. And then later in November, she said on Instagram, I'll always do my best to be with my unis when it needs to be as part of Girls' Generation in the future. So, she kept true to her word because she came back for Forever One.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just like in the Avengers movies when Tony doesn't want to call Captain America.
They just like have to eventually.
But he's like an old flip phone. It's like his only number in there, just it's Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And then eventually Hulk has to call him to come help, and he shows up.
We need him. It's like, okay.
That's
And then they just always find your way back home.
She's just Captain America out here, just waiting for that call to come back.
Pretty much.
And then in March 2019, she signed with a new agency called Namu Actors. I don't know. A lot of these other companies they sign with just kind of sound made up to me.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, they're probably just like strictly acting companies. Like, that's it.
Although, honestly, I'm sure if someone's listening to this and they're into that kind of stuff, they're probably this is a very well
you don't
respected.
know Namu Actors? Like, that is... I don't even know. But I'm sure it's very prestigious.
But yeah, that covers all the active 8 members of Girls' Generation, finally.
We did it.
And I'll quickly summarize Jessica, who's not there anymore, for anybody who's like a Jessica stan listening to this, is waiting for us to say something. So Jessica, or Jessica Jung, was a main vocalist, and she was born April 18th, 1989 in California. She's one of the other American member. Her sister is Crystal from FX. She was cast under the 2000 SM casting system. Cool. And she's very bad at cooking and can speak English fluently.
Nice.
All right. Brief summary.
And now she's not in the group anymore.
And now she was asked to step down, and she's no longer in the group. She has not been in the group for quite a while.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, we learned that was like a long time ago she left.
I guess we have a couple things here as we wrap this episode up. First one's going to be the one that it's been on everyone's mind, including Mango.
Or just Mango's.
Or just Mango. Who is your bias in the group?
Pretty tough, honestly. But I was thinking about it today.
I feel like it was a lot easier before we started doing this.
I know. I know. Now that I actually know who people are and like pay attention, everything has become, like fuzzy. I just can't see straight. But I think because we've known about her for like the longest, and shout out to a fellow American, I think I'm gonna go with Tiffany.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tiffany just because she's really fun and like I said, she's kind of been there before we even knew about Girls' Generation, so we'll throw it back to like the OG GG. So I'll probably have to say Tiffany.
That's a solid choice. I would say mine going into it was Hyoyeon, and it still is Hyoyeon.
Nice.
So DJ Hyo, you did it. Who would you pick as your bias wrecker in the group?
Probably I feel like a lot of people can be a bias wrecker. I'd probably pick either Taeyeon or DJ Hyo or maybe Soojeong. Maybe as bias wreckers. I don't know. They're pretty great. I feel like I greatly respect DJ Hyo for...
Dude.
Mainly because she's actually had a lot of solo music when we liked K-pop, so she was kind of another person we actually knew who she was, So
True.
that I just respect the people who have been there, who
Just
put the work in over time, and same with Taeyeon too. And we've seen Taeyeon.
They were there and we had nothing. So
we've said, Taeyeon was. We've seen her on hosting things and literally watched a whole show with her as one of the hosts. So
that is true, we did.
So we've known about them. So they're definitely she's definitely a bias wrecker too.
I'd say my main bias wrecker would be Tiffany.
Yeah.
She was my bias wrecker over all the 99 girls in Girls Planet. So
we saw her on that too.
So yeah,
that was awesome. She was a really great host on that.
Yeah, Hyo's definitely my bias, and Tiffany's my bias wrecker. All everyone else is pretty sweet too.
They seem
except Sunny. She doesn't really say too much. She's
just
kind of.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're a little more relatable to us in a way, just because they're around our age. So we kind of have that same age friends in a way.
Yours is actually pretty funny too when you watch all this.
Yeah. You just wouldn't know, but when we actually watch their content, I don't know. It's just different than watching other groups where literally someone's 18 years old.
And it's everybody when they start out, they're kind of more proper and kind of I guess.
Oh.
Tamed down because they want to not do anything wrong or they want to not disappoint the company. But then you get to a certain point SNSD or Super Junior.
Nothing is better than
or Big Bang on their one show they had where they just kind of do whatever they want.
Nothing is better when they're veteran idols and they're legends in a way or successful and they just do whatever and say whatever. It's just it's the best.
And just treat each other so crazy.
They're just it's still good.
They're oh, I'm famous. I did this, and it's so what?
Yeah, they're just it almost is more of a real relationship at that point. But no, Girls' Generation is sick. I'd love to see them in concert. That'd be really cool.
That would be great.
That'd be a very cool moment.
Can't wait for them to come out with their next.
That's a good question.
It's so crazy to me when I think back about it. When I think about how OGG's song was Little Touch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Literally could have been the only Girls' Generation song it released since we've been into K-pop. That's
sad. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't for everyone. So.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
They came out with all this stuff, but literally the only Girls' Generation song that could have come out when we've been into K-pop would have been Little Touch.
Little Touch. And everyone freaked out and we're oh, that was a song, I guess. Not bad. Good for those fans, Good for them.
Also, I bought this.
Oh man, what is it?
In honor of the last Girls' Generation.
Oh, open her up. There it is.
A chance of redemption because I bought this other Girls' Generation Forever One album. Another one.
Dude, open her up. Let's see who you get.
Let's see if we can get either one of our...
If it's Sunny again, I'm
throwing
my skateboards in the trash.
Yeah, alright. This is the moment of truth. We have to get a Tiffany or a Hyo. That's all we're hoping for out here.
Percent is not the highest because there's a lot of people.
Mini
poster.
Whoa.
Hello. That's nice. I don't even remember who I got. I don't even know if I got one of those in mine.
Also a great album. Whoa. Got
Nice.
a big Sooyoung card. This is the Girls' Generation little join their app thing. Here it is, the moment of truth.
Taeyeon. Nice.
Is this the one we got last time?
You know what? That looks familiar. I didn't get it. I got Sunny, but I think it's the one you got.
I feel like this is the exact same one that we got before.
I think it is. Are you kidding me? What is the chances?
Just like a happy medium, I guess.
I mean, Taeyon's pretty great.
Double Taeyons.
It's the same card. There's other
Double
people.
Taeyons. I guess it could have been worse.
It is a struggle.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
No, they had a few things. It wasn't overly packed.
Well, we tried. Thanks a lot, Korean Dad. You know, A for effort. We did it. Maybe one day.
I mean, 2 for 2 on that photo card. So
I was gonna say, yeah, if we were like putting money down on who I was gonna pull, and someone said that, you're like beating the spread.
I mean,
like
if you buy another one, it's got to be Taeyeon because you're batting 100%, 1,000. So that pretty much.
I don't know
does it.
how in the world did you.
I
do
know
that?
what it's. I just wanted to see another photo card, but of course we don't. Naturally,
Oh, of course not.
I don't know what. I mean, we'll see in a few months whenever my Kepler album comes in. Who I get my signed one.
Hopefully it's Tiffany.
I've got Shouting and Eugen so far, so we'll see who gets next up. Or
yeah,
it'll
look
just
forward to that because the new
it'll be-
Kepler one looks sick.
It looks really cool.
The teachers are awesome.
It'll probably just be like Eugen again. I'll be like, gosh dang it.
Based off all the-
how do we repeat members when
Hey
there's
man,
so
at
many?
least based off the albums I bought, I now have $88 worth of Taeyeon photo cards.
I was going to say, like, you have a lot.
If anybody
Of
wants
this-
a Taeyeon photo card from Forever One, hit me up. I'll send it to you for free.
We
You
have
it.
multiple versions, or multiple of the same one.
But finally, we've come to an end, a fitting conclusion.
I know, of the weeks of Girls' Generation.
6 weeks of Girl Generation. Now I actually have to think of something to do next week. Then we'll have a fun Halloween
Maybe we
episode.
can just talk about comebacks that have happened.
I mean, we can. There's been a lot.
We haven't really been able to do that since we've been kind of busy, but
We will think of something.
that seems like it would be a decent one.
But, yeah. Girls' Generation's awesome. Glad we did this. Totally worth the almost 2 months it took to finish this.
Yeah,
And all the money into Girls' Generation albums.
to get the same stuff.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know if you learned anything. Mango, I hope you had correct
that was for
guesses
you,
on who
Mango.
our biases were.
That was for you, Mango. But we love you guys. We'll catch you next week. Support Sogi on her solo project. See you guys. Peace.
Later.